The evening air was calm as Jesus and his disciples stepped into a boat. The sun was sinking, painting the sky in soft gold and orange. Jesus looked at them and said they should cross to the other side of the lake. They obeyed without question. They had seen his power before, but they still did not fully understand who he was. As the boat drifted away from shore, the water was peaceful. A gentle breeze moved across the surface. The disciples relaxed. Some spoke quietly, others watched the fading light. Jesus lay down at the back of the boat and soon fell asleep. He was completely at peace. Then everything changed. Without warning, the wind grew violent. The calm lake turned wild. Waves began to rise, crashing hard against the boat. The sky darkened. Thunder rolled in the distance. The boat was tossed from side to side. Water started filling it. The disciples grabbed ropes and tried to control the sail, but nothing worked. The storm was too strong. Fear took over. These were experienced fishermen. They knew the lake. They had faced storms before. But this was different. This storm felt overwhelming, unstoppable. Their strength was not enough. Panic spread among them. In the middle of the chaos, Jesus was still asleep. The wind howled. The waves slammed into the boat. Water soaked everything. The disciples shouted over the noise, trying to survive. Finally, they rushed to Jesus, shaking him awake. "Master, don't you care if we drown?" Their voices were filled with fear and desperation. Jesus opened his eyes. He stood up slowly, steady in the middle of the storm. He did not panic. He did not rush. He simply looked at the wind and the waves. Then he spoke, "Peace, be still." At that moment, everything stopped. The wind died instantly. The waves settled. The violent storm disappeared as if it had never been there. The water became calm again, smooth and quiet. The dark sky softened. Silence filled the air. The disciples stood frozen. Their breathing slowed. Their fear turned into something else, deep awe. They looked at Jesus, trying to understand what they had just witnessed. Then he turned to them. "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They had no answer. They looked at each other, shaken not by the storm anymore, but by the power of the one standing before them. "Who is this?" they whispered. "Even the wind and the waves obey him." In that moment, they realized something greater than the storm had been in the boat with them all along. The same voice that spoke to the storm was the voice that had called them to follow him. The same power that calmed the sea was with them even in their fear. The storm had been real. The danger had been real. But his power was greater. And just like that, peace replaced fear.